So duo tournaments are finally back and you can hop into the first cups to qualify for FNCS. So there are division cups every week. Like you can see right here, there are 5 divisions. In this video we'll be going over the most important things in duos, how you can start placing better and rank up. Before we get into the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and make sure to use creator code CoachPhilip in the item shop. And let's take a look at the Duo Trial Cup right here. That was the first one. If you didn't play this, you get placed into Division 5. If you did play this and you played good, then you got placed into a better division. Let's take a look at this team right here. They got placed top 183, so they got put into the Division 2. That's the best you could have gotten in this tournament. And let's take a look at how they played right here. So they had some pretty high kill games right here. Top 240 kills, insane game, won that game. And let's take a look at this win right here with 15 kills. Just like in trios, it's super important that you have a drop spot that gives you enough loot for duos, and then you want to aim to get a good loadout. So I would recommend playing normal pump AR. You can play either the record pump if you like that one a lot, or just play the normal sentinel pump. Then the new OXR rifle is really good, especially for tournaments to get surge tags, because you can do damage from so far. Then you want to carry the movement items. So right now you can carry fizz and launch pads. I think they removed crash pads, so those aren't available anymore. So make sure you have some launch pads. We'll go over how to use them the best in a sec. And of course, make sure you get a lot of mats, because you'll need to be building a lot preventive. When you're rotating in endgame, you need a lot of mats. So let's start with off spawn. You need to make sure you are getting a good drop. You don't want to be dying off spawn, so make sure you hop on Fortnite.gg, look for a good spot where you can find good loot, where you can get good mats, and maybe have a nice rotate. I like spots on the edge of the map, so all around here. I usually drop Utopia City if I want to land more aggressive. Then there's spots all around these edges right here where you can get really good stuff. So for early game, really make sure, just like in trios, you are communicating, you are playing together. Just like here, this guy is fighting, his teammate calls out, and then you can mark where the other guys try to rotate around him, and right here get a really good ambush probably from behind. That's how you can use duos to your advantage. Make sure you're talking, make sure always one guy is keeping the other guy under pressure. You need to keep him under pressure so much that your teammate won't get pushed. So you want to make sure that he's not just waiting and not pressuring the guy, because then he'll get pushed in a 2v1 while your teammate is rotating around them trying to flank them. So make sure you keep them under pressure, and then right here this guy tries to run over, then you need to be ready to shoot. So if you're flanking someone, don't take a long route, and make sure you make it as quick as possible so your teammate doesn't get killed right there. Now they get this guy really weak, and the other enemies are right here, so they can easily focus on this 2v1 right here, go from the same wall, really nicely played, and just run right here, get the kill as quick as possible. Now once you are in a 2v1 situation, you killed the first guy, you want to chill a bit, don't risk anything right here. This guy is weak right here, I hope he heals right here first. And the other teammate is already fighting him a bit. That's good, of course, if the enemy isn't too good. If not, if the enemy seems really good, just wait, heal up together, and then go for that kill. You don't need that second kill. You already got that one kill, you griefed them, they won't annoy you anymore. And you got that point and probably the loot from the one guy. So you don't want to risk anything right here. Here he was already healed up, he had splashes, he could have killed him, but you don't want to risk anything now. He just lost a lot of HP, which is unnecessary. Just like in trios, in mid game you can go for really nice opening tags, because you are together. You can 3-2-1 someone, make sure you go in a high ground position, try to be on top somewhere so you can double beam someone and probably get like over 100 plus damage, and then instantly rotate on these guys. With that, make sure you aren't too greedy. You don't shoot people from too far away. Always try to sneak up as close as possible. That way you can really beam them and then insta-kill them. If you hit them from 200 meters, you're not going to be able to push that. So make sure you're not shooting too early right here. Let's take a look at this 2v2 box fight. With box fights, it's super important. If you're the guy pushing up here, for example, you do not want to go straight on their wall. So they're doing this good from high ground. Let's see how they lose the fight in a sec right here. But you don't want to get too close, because if you go as a solo onto a box with 2 people in it, you're going to get boxed up, you're going to get double pumped, you're going to be dead. So don't do that. Get a good hit right here, and then the teammate follows up. And I don't know what the other teammate of the enemy is doing. Okay, he's right here now too. Gets killed right there because they didn't play together in the same box, and now it's easy 2v1 for the other team we were watching. But really nicely done here. They heal first because another team is spraying too. They know they might get third-partied right here, because if you're fighting, you're always going to attract other people. So first of all, make sure you're not fighting in a position where a lot of people can push you. So right here, they're pretty much on the edge of zone, which is a good fight. They just need to make sure, because Storm is coming in 14 seconds, that they have some heals, they have splashes, which is good. But don't fight too much out of zone, so try to fight like on the back dead side and edge of zone. That's the best fights you can take, because not a lot of people will be around to third party you. But right here, they wait nicely, they don't stress it, they get that wall right there, get the save. And then again, they come from two sides. One guy here, the other one from over there. Really nice push. Now these long mid-game rotates, this is where you can use your launch pads really nicely. So let's say you're on not straight through the middle, you don't want to fly straight through the middle because you'll get beamed. But if you're on one of the sides right here, for example, really good, you land on somewhere with the launch pad, or you find the launch pad, you can use that really nicely in mid-game to get ahead of the other people into dead side and establish a really good position. So if we landed up here, Dystopia City or something, we pad from here, get onto the mountains right here with the new super launch pads, and then you can get a really nice high ground position. So that should always be your strat in mid-game. Now they don't have a super good position right here, pretty bad actually, because they're rotating right into the congested side, tons of people in front of them. But let's see how they play it. Make sure you're not dying to bush campers, that's really unnecessary, so just shoot into the bush or build a ramp on top of it and then look in from the top like they're doing right here, really nice. Also for endgame, you need to have your roles as a duo established. So one of your duos should be the one that tarps ahead, the IGL that calls the shots, sort of the leader that calls everything, and then the other one should basically support the leader, look for kills, and drop the leader mats in endgame. That's super important. As the support player, you always need to be dropping your hard mats to the leader that is tarping ahead, because he'll need all the mats to build the tarps. And you should be looking for some kills here and there, but don't stay too far away from the leader. So you want to stay pretty much on him, but you want to be looking for some kills right here. Always make sure when you're spraying that you're not too open. This is a huge mistake with people that aren't that good yet. They open way too wide peaks, or they don't cover their angles correctly, and then they get beamed from the side, and now they probably have to use two big pots, which is super unnecessary going into endgame right here. Now let's take a look at endgame. So with these half in, half out zones, you can go for really nice plays. They still have crash pads right here, and you can try to get into the part of zone that is still in storm right here. So probably don't get into the full deep side right here, because you'll be the only one there, you might get beamed and stuff, but get onto these side edges so you have an easier rotate for the next zone. You want to make sure you're tarping out of your hard mats. Don't use your wood, please. When you're boxing up or tarping, you will get pushed and easily die. And make sure you're playing a high layer. Don't play super low layers. There's way too many people there. Try to play a high layer so you can chill more, and then hopefully go for high ground later, which will hopefully then win you the game. The next most important thing for your rotates in endgame is that you get to the next zone as fast as possible. So scout ahead, the leader should scout ahead, look at what side is free, and then pick that side and try to rotate there. Use your launch pad, crash pad, fizz, whatever you have to rotate, and try to get in there as quick as possible. Again, establish a position, and then you can look back or fight someone that is front side with you. You don't want to be fighting on this back side of zone, because you will get stuck right there and then probably die to storm, or just get hit way too much and then die while you're rotating to the storm and just have stress, and you'll start panicking. You don't want that. So right here, 2v2 situation, they push them from high ground right here, already get the kill right here, and then get them from both sides. Easy win, and that's the most important things on how to play duos. If you have any more questions, feel free to join the Discord. You can send me videos right there for me to analyze, ask questions, whatever you need. I'll be happy to help you. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.